Welcome back, everybody, to Empyrion Galactic Survival Alpha 8.6. So, I am, let's see, what am I doing? I never know what I'm doing. Well, that's not true. Actually, I do sometimes know what I'm doing, sometimes I don't. I think what we're going to do today is we're going to work on the ramp that I want to build up to the mountain here, so we can get down more easily down and back, more importantly, back up the mountain on the hovercraft. Before we do that, though, there's a couple things I want to mention to you guys. First thing I want to tell you is a little bit of IRL stuff. I am going to be out of town for the rest of this coming week. I'm going to leave on Tuesday morning, and I won't be back till Sunday night on a business trip. And I have to travel sometimes for my job, and this is one of those times. So I'm going to record as many episodes as I can get in today for you guys. So you should have some episodes this week, but then the following week, I may not be able to get many or maybe any at all out the following week, just because here again, I won't be around to record them. I typically only have time to record my YouTube episodes on Sunday afternoons. So I just want to give you guys a heads up. So if you don't see any videos from me, not this coming week, but the week after. So that's going to be basically the week of September 17th through the 21st, 22nd, whatever. It's just because I didn't have time to do it, but then I do plan to come back and continue the series after that, the week after. We'll see how things go, though. I mean, if I do get a chance to get a video or two out in that week, I certainly will try and do that as well. Okay, so that's out of the way. I want to show you a couple of things. So when the last I left you, we had just finished smashing the drone base on the moon. And then I spent several real-time hours after that, just off camera, mining out the deposits on the moon. So the moon's pretty much completely mined out. And now, when we go back there, we should get meteorites for all of the native ores on that planet. Another thing I want to tell you, too, actually, this is more of an IRL thing, too. When they did the update to 8.6, I had a problem with my server, and I had the admin that owns and runs our multiplayer server that we stream on Wednesday nights. His name is Claudevoy. He's a really good friend of mine. He helped me fix that quickly by letting me use the config file from the multiplayer server, which means that stack sizes and one other thing, I can't remember what he told me, but stack sizes in particular are going to be a little different now on the single player server, just because I didn't have time to go through and try and adjust that. I just took his file and plopped it into my server so I could get back in, because I wasn't able to log in. I was having a problem with related to that file in the update. So anyway, if you happen to notice that the stack sizes are different now than they were before, that is the reason why, and we're gonna run with that. Okay, so I just want to show you the ores we got. So I got a whole bunch of iron from the moon, and that is currently in the furnace smelting. So that's all the iron we got from the moon. And then up here I've got, in this constructor, I got silicon, which it looks like it's done. So we'll head, I'm sorry, not constructor, furnace. Looks like it's done. So we'll turn that off. Wait, hold on. Let me double check that. Yeah. So we got all that silicon. And then this guy is done with cobalt. So we got 4.5, well, a little less than 4.5 stacks of cobalt from the moon as well. So for all of our basic ores and our mid-level ores, including all the magnesium that we got, we're in really good shape on. So really the only thing, that we don't have an abundance of at this point is zascosium, erestrum, and sathium. I do have, and neodymium. Now I do have the ingots that we spawned, that I spawned myself back in when I had to do the whole switch over, when we went to 8.5. So I have some of those here, a fairly decent supply, but not like a huge supply. So, we're definitely going to need to start taking steps to go further abroad so we can find those ores as well. And we could even do that right now with the J-Jet. I mean, it is warp capable within small vessel range. So I haven't decided if we're going to do kind of like a repeat of what we did on Enaz in the first season, where we went there, mined out the planet, set up a little base, so we had a supply of sathium. I don't know if I'm going to do that this time. I think what we're going to do instead is, I think we're going to start getting back into capital ship building, and get my capital ship built and functional, so we can start actually going everywhere as soon as possible. So what that's going to involve is it's going to involve a couple of things. I'm going to build a new space station. because the space station that I built in Alpha 7, I screwed up when I saved the blueprint of that thing, and because what had happened is I had the J-Jet at the time parked on the dock on that, and I was looking at the J-Jet when I saved it. So what it did is it overwrote the base and it saved the J-Jet instead, and I didn't even realize it till a long time later. So basically, we got to rebuild a new space station. So we're gonna do that, so that way we have a place up in space to start working on the capital vessel. Because I do not like building capital vessels on planets. It's a big pain in the ass. I much prefer to do it in space, because then you can move around. You don't have to worry about stuff like that. Okay, so anyway, this specific episode though, what we're gonna do, like I said, is we're gonna work on the ramp going off of this mountain. So I've got some armored blocks cooking up in here. Let's grab what we have, and also have some cooking up in here. So we got a full stack and then some to get started on the ramp. And let's just keep a full stack of these queued ish. And same thing here. Let's get this back up to where are we at? Armored concrete. Okay. As far as the farm goes, I'm pretty sure I showed you guys that we started planting some different types of crops, stimulant in particular. In fact, are these ready? Yes, these are ready to pick. What I would like to do, these are coffee plants too. It's kind of cool. So we still have one space cave too. Let's see. Do we need to pick the sweetener? I don't think we're going to pick that stuff right now. I just want to make the stimulant. So let's see if we can make a couple of those. One of you told me in the comments, or suggested in the comments, that I should not wear heavy armor when I'm not in combat, and then my stamina would last longer. That's something I knew, but just never really occurred to me. So I appreciate you guys telling me that. I can't remember who exactly told me that, but whoever you are, again, I appreciate that a whole lot. And I think we're going to actually do that. I have 2 sets of heavy armor anyway. The only thing that concerns me is because I have old guy moments all the time, I might forget that I'm not wearing it, and take off and go into combat with light armor and then get my ass kicked. But if it happens, it happens. So we can make light armor. I don't think I have any medium armor anyway. The other thing I do need to test out with that though is that I am on a mountaintop, and it is damn cold up here. I mean, it's if you look at the temperature, it's 19 degrees Fahrenheit. And, it can get a lot colder than that up here, too, because, we're so high up in the air. So, let's try that, though. Let's make a light armor set. And, I wanted to make a motorcycle, too. Just so we can get around a little better if we need to on foot. Here, let's get all of those blocks out of there. Okay, so, let's see. Armor. That's going to be over here. And it looks like I haven't learned that yet. Oh, the other thing, too, I don't know if I showed this to you guys, but I am now level 21, and most of those points came from, just the combat that I was in, taking over the POI and stuff. So we're only 4 levels away from max again, which is a good thing. And it shouldn't take us too much longer to get there. But what we want to do is we want armor. Now, where is that at? Is that under miscellaneous? Is it under tools? I can't remember where armor is. Weapons? Why is armor under weapons? That's a little bit unusual, I would say. But that's where it is. So, let's make ourselves a set of light armor. And I do have some boosters as well, so let's see what we have for boosters. If we do have a temperature problem, well, I'm going to always have an EVA booster on it no matter what, because, if you forget about that and you go up into space, then you're in trouble. But I do have, let's see, yes, I do have an insulation boost. So if we have trouble in the light armor, I can't remember if the light armor has only 1 or 2 slots. If it has 2 slots, maybe we could throw this in too if the EVA boost doesn't keep us safe. It probably will, though. There's only one way to find out, though, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to grab that armor, we'll grab the motorcycle. Let's put the coffee in here. And I've got stuff cooking up in here too. I lost a little bit of my food to spoilage, but the power was on when I got back, so it was probably just took it that much longer, I'm guessing. I don't know. Anyway, why isn't this cooking? Okay, now the button's stuck. I can't. Oh, never mind. That's already cooked stuff. That's what it is. Okay. In fact, you know what? Let's have some of that. Nom nom. I was thinking that was queued up stuff, not, but that stuff's down here. Okay, let's see. Can we make the energy drink? Let's do it. I said coffee, but I meant energy drink. You guys know that, right? Can't take me anywhere. Okay, let's go over here. We're going to take our heavy armor off. We're going to put our light armor on. And we do have 2 slots, so... Alright. Let's just actually just see what happens with no boost at all. What is the temperature tolerance of this armor? It is down to 14 degrees. Okay. But like I said, it can get colder than that up here. Now, it does look like you can actually make an EVA boost. Here comes the drones. To do that, we need a gold ingot. Let's see. That's some seeds and stuff. I did find some gold a couple of episodes ago, but I don't believe it was enough to actually make an ingot. Where did I put that? Did I put that in here? Yeah, I found the 2 ore, but that's not enough to make an actual gold ingot, because you need 5 ore. Well, okay, what we're going to do then is we're going to remove the EVA boost from the heavy armor, because that's the one thing that I cannot afford to forget to not have. I can just see myself going up into space and forgetting that I didn't put that on and, you know, getting myself into trouble. So we're going to put that on, and let's see, since we're probably going to be okay down to 328, minus 328. We don't need the temperature boost on. Instead, maybe we'll do the, what's the mobility? Stamina consumption rate. Yeah, you know what? That's kind of the main reason why we're doing this in the first place, is to have better stamina. So let's put the mobility boost on, and that should be good for down here on the planet. I just got to remember to change that back out before we could do anything, you know, combat-wise. And I probably won't, but I'll try anyway. Okay, so that takes care of that. I think we're good to go. Let's see. I think, do we want to take... Let's take the Jade Jet for this, because there's gonna be a little bit of flying involved, I think. So I had started the ramp off onto this side. Maybe what I'll do for the moment is just park right here. Okay. And so yeah, this is the ramp that we started. Let's get down to about here, and we'll pop out our handy dandy drone. I just wanted to see how I was doing this. So I was putting like a center support in. And so the idea is that we're going to go down to this point, and then when we get down here, whoops, oh boy, I just jumped off the mountain. Ow. Yeah, when we get down to there, then I think we're going to wrap around and turn and go to the right. So, yeah, let's try that. We'll see. It's been a little bit difficult to survey it because, you know, the drone doesn't go very far, and it's kind of hard to see in the ship. But let's go ahead and do this. We'll put the drill there for now, and we want to start with, I believe, this block. And also, let's turn our SI on, just to make sure everything's kosher that way. And we'll hold this out to here. I don't know if I'm going to fill these in or not. And if I do, I'll do that later anyway. But the one thing, though, is how far Let's see if we can put another support in here just so it looks... I don't think it's going to let me get down there, is it? There we go. I was kind of wanting to do this without having to put so many supports down the center, though. So, if we do it that way, let's put the tips in place. And then if we... let's just temporarily put that block there. And we'll do another... yeah, see, that's not going to work, is it? Okay. Well, yeah, I don't know. We might have to have almost like a solid column all the way down in the center. The other, you know, otherwise I would have to do it on both sides, and then it would be twice as many blocks. So let's try that. Let's just try that. There's probably a better way to do this, and I'm not. It's not registering in my brain, but let's just try that. Okay, and we'll see. Oh, we got drones attacking. They shouldn't. They should be going after the base, not us. But we should keep an eye on them. Okay, let's try this again. So we'll bring this out to here, and that out to there. And we're probably just going to have to, you know, keep a thing down the center the whole way, I'm thinking. Oh geez, I hope they're not coming towards me. Yeah, no, they're going to get their ass kicked by the cannons anyway. Let's see if he shoots this way. He doesn't even have a chance to shoot that way. My cannons are making short work of him. And that guy should be going down any second to take him out. Take him out. He is shooting at my drone, isn't he? You stupid cannons. Shoot that guy. What the hell? Okay. Alright, and then we switch back to these blocks here. Take them all the way down. And we switch to these blocks. Where are we at? Here we go. So if I come back and do the sides now, we'll basically just have to flip that around like so. And then also put the tips in place. And I'm doing this part of it right now because I just want to make sure that it's not going to be a problem for the SI. Whoops. No, I put that in the wrong place. Let's put this one here. And then this one here. And this one here. And then we switch back to these. Let's pull this guy out. Retrieve blocks. Oh, wait. Yeah, this is the one we want to pull out. Is it? No, that's right. I think that's right. Let that repair. You don't actually hear the repair sound when you're in the drone. So I always thought that was kind of weird. All right, what? Yeah, that is the wrong block. That is the wrong block. So this has to come back out, and we want to put one of these in. There we go. Okay. So that's basically what it's going to look like. We should be able to get away with leaving, you know, these out, because nobody's ever going to see them anyway, and it'll save on a few blocks. So we'll just do the sides. All right, so guys, what I think I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to build this down, you know, down to somewhere around in that area, and then kind of survey, you know, do a little survey and figure out what, you know, which direction we should go after that. And then once I have that figured out, I'll bring you guys back and you'll see, I'll update you on the progress of this, okay? All right, guys, we're back and we're about at the spot where we're going to create a different junction now, or a different direction, I guess I should say. So let's finish putting these blocks in here first, like so. And I believe I want to come off of, go down this way, because our water jennies are down in that little lake down there. Plus things, you know, once we kind of get off this steep part and go down that direction, you know, it gets a lot more gradual. Whereas I believe on this other side, I can't, well, you're not going to be able to tell from the drone, but I think it's still a lot steeper over here. It does flatten out a little bit, but then I think it drops off again pretty sheer beyond that point out there. So we're gonna go this direction with the ramp, and we could, you know, maybe even later on if I wanted to, we could even probably go, you know, both directions for that matter. But anyway, now what I want to figure out here is if we bring this all the way down to here, like so, and then we level it out at this point. What I'm not entirely sure how it's going to look like is, you know, I have to kind of eyeball this basically. So if I try and line up at a 90-degree angle from here, then we would come down this way, kind of hit this hump, and then go straight down, you know, through this valley. And I'm thinking, I'm not sure. Here, let's get our body down here so we have a little bit better range. Maybe stand over on this corner too. So I'm thinking that let's try that again. So if we line up right here, okay, this is kind of like the landing where it turns, and then we just kind of head down this direction. We're not gonna really go through this valley, but I don't think we're gonna have much choice with that, only because the valley itself is at a different angle. Unless we came out further and kind of went down, you know, that way. So let's try that again. If we go further, what we could even do is bring the angle down so it's more or less even with the top of that hump there. And then we just keep it straight for a bit and then come off and come down this way. I still think we need to be further over though to really do this, to get down into that valley there, because that's kind of what I would like to do. Because once we get down there, I think, you know, the rest of it's gradual enough to where we don't need any more ramp. So that means I think what we should do then is we should probably aim maybe for more like around here. So let me try something here. I'm going to just put in maybe some temporary blocks to try and get an idea of where all this is going to end up. So let's just keep this little column going here. We'd have to come here. Oh, doggone it. I hate it when that happens. Pull these back off. Okay. Okay, you go there. You go down here. So we want to keep bringing it down a little further. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to figure out where we're going to be more or less level with that hump right there. So I think we need to come down at least another block this way. Okay. That's pretty damn close right there. That's very close, in fact. But we really want to aim kind of more towards here. So what if we brought this down even one more level? To about here. Okay. And then if this... Yeah, okay, so that's going to be too low. So I think what we're going to have to do is make this where we level out. Now let's see what that looks like. Yeah, I think that... Whoops. I forgot that it was going to go the other direction too. Yeah, I think this is actually good. Okay, so if that's the right edge of the ramp, then we can... Oh, wow, that's a lot bigger right angle than I thought it was going to be. It's actually pointing this way. Well, what we might need to do then is we might need to just go to the top of that plateau if we can get there. We should be able to get there. And then, you know, end the ramp there rather than down in this little valley. I don't want to mess around with something other than right angles. That's too much work to do that. So let me think about this for a second. We should probably go down there and look at that. Actually, let's do that. Let's go take a quick look at that. I'm going to turn this off. Oh, let's turn this off too. So let's head on down there and take a quick look and see what we're dealing with. A little bit janky getting in the... Oh, come on. Getting in this thing on the angle here. Get the hell in there. Can't even get in my ship. Okay, where's the door? Okay, let's try it from this side. We got to get right up in here. There we go. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do... Let me turn that down just a little bit. If we get up here, we can see our lines better. I'm going to turn that music off. Okay, so let's get mostly more or less lined up with that. That's pretty close there. Okay, so it's going to come and go. Remember, that's going to be the right side to it, so it's really going to be more like about right here. So this is going to come down this way. Come off the mountain here. Hit that hump. And then when we get down to here, you know, we're definitely far enough down now to where a hovercraft's not going to have any trouble whatsoever getting back up. So that it almost has like a little ramp here by this sand spot anyway, just a natural ramp. So yeah, I think that's probably what we'll do. That should work with the line that we're at right there. Before we completely commit to that, though, you know, it's still, well, here, let's go back up for a second. Still wondering if we should come down a little further, though. Oh, there's the timer. Yeah, I kind of feel like we should maybe come this way a little more. let's try this one more time. Let's try this one more time. So if we come this way, we put the ship here. It's pretty close to lined up. Okay, and this is the middle of the ramp, we'll say. So we're going to come down. This is our line coming down this way. So we would hit the top of this if the angle... Well, if the angle's too steep, we'll have to have another level spot, which is not a big deal. Actually, this is maybe not a bad idea, because then we can kind of make use of the ridge there, and we don't have to go so far down with the support columns. So I think I like that. I think that's good. I think that's what we're going to do. Now, I want to look at one other thing real quick. Like I said, before we completely commit to this. And I just want to see what it looks like going off the other side. So if we went the other side, we'd come across this way, and we'd have pretty flattish ground coming along here. But then we'd have to come and do a ramp down this way, which I guess isn't... That's actually not too bad either, really. We could... Maybe what I'll end up doing, guys, is maybe I'll do it off of both sides. That actually could work out quite well. But that's very steep, though, on this side, so I don't know. That might... not, because you know my jet wasn't at the correct angle necessarily either, so that I don't know. I guess I'd have to just kind of mess around with that to see for sure if that would be the best route to take. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. So if you guys enjoyed the video, then please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Come by and see us on Discord if you want to, or come by and see me on a live stream. I do live stream several times a week on Twitch, and I'd be glad to see you guys come by. And make sure you let me know that you saw me on YouTube. I would like to know that. That'd be great. And also remember what I told you, that I will be out all next week, which means the following week there will be very few or maybe not any videos at all, but then I will resume with Empyrion the week after that. All right, guys, I'll catch you all in the next episode. We'll talk to you later. Bye.